action. What's up, guys? Ben Solve back with another video. Okay, every time I create a video, I mention the next video I plan on creating, but I end up thinking about a subject that has to do with things that need to be accomplished before I dive into the original planned video. Being the best bud tender you can be is, of course, the goal. But being a great employee should also be the goal. Being a great employee starts with you being a great team member. It takes hard work and dedication to self and team. It's not going to be one simple thing or a list of things. It's an attitude and a process. I'm going to give you some of the bud tender do's and don'ts that I believe are very important to your success. Call it Budtender Etiquette, because these actions not only help you, they help the team. A lot of these were do's and don'ts that I have observed. Some are ones that I've committed. These do's and don'ts may be standard knowledge, but then they can't be. Otherwise, I wouldn't be making a video addressing it. Show up to work early so that you will have time to prepare. Drawer counting can be tedious. Now, some dispensaries have a drawer counter, and that will count the drawer for the bud tender, and some dispensaries don't. It is the bud tender's responsibility to make sure that that drawer is exact when you start. You need to cover your ass. You don't want any discrepancies on your drawer. Prior to your shift starting is a good time to ask for change. The second reason why I say show up early, I can guarantee there's been a few changes made to the sales floor since you've last worked, whether that be prices, placement of products, different deals, even new products that may have arrived. Don't come to work 3 to 5 minutes prior to clocking in and ask your coworkers a bunch of questions about the deals, new products, price changes, instead of you doing the legwork like they did. That's rude and lazy. Prepare things you need to do before work. Know what you're going to eat or prepare a lunch before you get to work. Hack yourself if you have to. For example, sometimes if I don't have time before I go to work to make lunch, I will order Jimmy John's and have it delivered before I even am at work. Don't allow your personal wants, not needs, to get in the way of your work responsibilities. Don't get to work, clock in, and head straight to the microwave because you're hungry, or straight to the coffee machine. You most likely are relieving someone, so be considerate. Log into the POS and get your screens ready. Deal screen up, back office screen up, store website for your online prices, store communications. Make sure your register area is stocked. Get your counterfeit pen, your stapler, your receipt paper. Make sure you have something to write with. You got a lot of things to prep before you start. You might as well make sure they are all there. Your register should be up and running, ready to take a customer within 7 to 10 minutes of you clocking in. While some of you might push back on this because you're not clocked in accomplishing some of these tasks, you have to think about investing in yourself for success. Investing 15 to 20 minutes of your time prior to starting your shift is worth it. Another don't. Even though you haven't clocked in, don't come to work and head straight for the vendors. Prepare for your shift first. If there's time after prepping, then it may be okay. You haven't clocked in and you still have time, go for it. But prep first. If you are waiting on a register, meaning you don't have an empty register, there's a bud tender on it, come into work ready to stock, label, move products if you have access, prep your station area, prep online orders, help with reception, break down boxes, separate metric tags. There's always plenty to do. Don't come in waiting for a drawer and just begin to congregate and talk about what's on InstaChat or Snapgram. As best as you can, come into work free from personal worries, no matter how hard it may be. Don't come into work with a chip on your shoulder because your girlfriend is talking to the postman too long, or postwoman, depending on their preferences, or sad because your dog has diarrhea with a sneezing attack. Yeah, wait a minute, no. Okay, so take your dog to the vet ASAP. How about just don't come into work sad? As best as you can. My bad about your dog. I'm sorry. I hope they don't happen. Okay. Your personal life should never get in the way of your work life. Now, at least 60% of communication is nonverbal. So if you are emotional, it will show. Customers are coming to get help for their issues, not be burdened by yours. Okay, I need you to read between the lines on this one, please. Like, seriously. Can I get a cue or something? Yeah, alright. Don't come to work unprofessional and not being able to function. Walking in with smoke still trailing you, smelling like hot bong water, looking like you have double pink eye with that dumbass smile on your face is unacceptable. Partying all night, no sleep, just showing up to work smelling like a mosh pit, unacceptable. Club, bar, Dave's house, cool. Dispensary, reporting to work, not cool. You need to be clear eyes, fresh smelling, and functionable. Again, your personal life should never have a negative effect on your professional life. How do you know when it's a problem? When it affects others. When dealing with a customer, get through your greeting, but shut up and listen. Your first task is to figure out what type of consumer you are dealing with. And the only way you're going to do that is to listen. Are they a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior consumer? There are levels to this, and higher levels. The red-eye knight, the red-eye master, or the spliff lord. I'm saying this to say don't speak of things you don't know. Just say you don't know. Don't try to impress people with knowledge you can't explain your way out of. Instead, impress them by being humble enough to know you don't know it all. Don't assume customers have little knowledge about cannabis, or they don't know how to use Google because they asked you what you might consider an elementary cannabis question. The person in front of you may have been growing and or consuming cannabis before you even knew how to say cannabis. True cannabis consumers love to share some of their wonderful experiences and advice about strains. They are open to giving it, but they are also keen enough to want to know who they are dealing with as well. Are you a freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior consumer? They aren't about to drop jewels on someone who isn't ready to receive it. Figure out who you're dealing with, listen to what they're looking for, make your suggestion after you believe you have enough information. You'll do just fine, young Packwood. If you've noticed, many of my videos have a lot to do with you being a valuable employee. By preparing yourself and building rapport with your fellow co-workers and customers, some of the intangible things that make a place run smoother. Every little thing helps. Lastly, you may be asking, why should I do this if no one else is? Unfortunately, If you've asked this question at any point during this video, you might be a shithead. I'm sorry. Shitheads keep score. Don't keep score. Be a trendsetter. Always set a higher standards than what's expected. Eventually, I promise, you will see others who are interested in their own success follow suit. Prepare yourself every shift by getting organized. This helps you become a better employee and part of a team, not just part of the team. Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Peace.